So I've raised over $45 million the last few years for real estate deals, for cash flowing assets such as oil and gas and other businesses. And one of the amazing things that I've learned is just that it's completely changed my wealth strategy, my own personal strategy of growing and accumulating wealth. And so having these 2,500 calls with high net worth investors, having hundreds of investors in our deals, it's just really taught me about some amazing stuff. It said if you want to be wise, you got to hang with people that are wise. So we're going to get into the secrets, a few things that most people don't know, and just want to share the secret that I've learned about really growing wealth by having all these conversations. All right, so my name is Bronson Hill. I'm the CEO of Bronson Equity. We do cash flowing assets such as this behind me here, this real estate, and these real estate assets, as well as oil and gas, other businesses. We provide cash flow appreciation or tax benefits for investors just like you. You can check out our investment club below. So just quick disclaimer, I'm not an investment advisor anymore. I'm not your investment advisor, so get your own independent advice. The first big thing I've learned is really the importance of relationships in capital raising, right? So if you want to raise capital, a lot of people say, hey, I want to start raising money for deals. And this is not a capital raising video, but it really applies both to investing as well as capital raising. So it's really the idea that in business, we only work with people we like and trust. And this is really true of passive investors as well, right? So the people that get the best deal flow are people that are in relationship with other passive investors. They're in relationship with great operators. They're in touch with other people. And so it's so important that we have these relationships because they become transformational, right? They become ways that we can actually share ideas, we can share notes, we can share what's working, what's not working. We talk about good deals. We've had deals that have gone great, phenomenally well. We have deals that didn't go so well. But really the idea of having a partnership with investors has been powerful. And a lot of great investors want to have partnerships with each other as well. So that's, I think, one of the most powerful things is just seeing really successful passive investors. They typically will have one or two other people that they bounce other ideas off of. And these are not operators typically, these are passive investors talking with each other, sharing notes, working with each other, and it's amazing transformation. So I love that. The second thing really is there's some lessons in scaling wealth, right? The first thing really is there's two parts of this, right? Of what does it take to actually scale wealth, and some of the things I've observed. The first thing is it's the quality of the deal. Right? A lot of people will be really fooled by numbers. They'll say, oh, this deal is a 20% return or it's an 18% return projections. And of course, on the front end, you can say whatever. You can say it's 100%, it's 50%, it's 10%. It doesn't, they're just numbers. They don't mean anything. Great investors often will look for lower projections, but more conservative projections. So there could be actually some upside versus a best case scenario. Or if things, this is a much riskier deal that could lead to higher returns, but taking a lower return with some upside, right? So I think that that's something that, as people become better investors, they tend to become more conservative. Warren Buffett says rule number one of investing is just don't lose money, right? So there's some lessons there. I've lost money and it's painful, right? I talk about in my book, Fire Yourself, behind me here, that I lost $70,000 in one day, right? In a options trading strategy. So I learned that was not the best strategy for me, right? So being more conservative, finding a better quality of a deal, and trying to find something that will really go the distance. The second thing really is the size of the deal. A lot of investors, when they start, like myself, will think, hey, I should get in real estate and we'll buy a house or a rental house or a few rental houses. But larger deals are actually easier. I would say in some ways it's actually easier to buy 100 units than it is to buy a duplex or a fourplex, right? And you say, well, that's crazy. How is that even possible? Well, in reality, the money, you don't really get as much return from a smaller deal. It's a lot of work to find the deal, to get it done, to get it across the finish line. There's work, of course, for the larger deals as well, but you have much better resources. You have much better help. You've got a much more efficient management team, a property manager. You've got kind of on-site maintenance, other things to help you with the larger projects. So there's more at stake, but it's actually in some ways easier. So a lot of people find going for larger deals and being much more hands-off. The goal, as Warren Buffett would say, is making money while you sleep, right? How can I make money while I sleep? Otherwise, the alternative is I'm going to keep working. And if you can't, this is called my scalability test that I talk about in Fire Yourself. I say, if you can't 10x your current strategy you're doing right now, then you're not actually passive investing. You're just doing more stuff. So if you have 2 or 3 rental houses, could you immediately 10x that and go to 20 or 30 houses? And if your eyes don't pop out of your head and you say, oh my gosh, that sounds impossible, you need to start thinking about scaling and scaling in a different way where you trust a team to passively invest, you passively invest and they operate, and that's what allows you to scale your wealth more. So the larger deals, it sounds intense, but it really is just simply more zeros and ones. And the largest apartment deal we've done is over $60 million. We have friends that have done deals that are hundreds of millions of dollars. But again, there's just numbers, right? It's just trying to find deals that actually make sense for you. The final thing really is the value of giving before asking. This is something that I've learned from successful people and how raising capital has been helpful. It's just, a lot of people want to get stuff. People go to successful people. Everybody, you think about the person you admire, somebody you watch on YouTube or you watch on TV, or a celebrity, and everybody's coming to them saying, gimme, 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 right? And so the way people get connected with people that are highly successful is they find a way to serve that person, right? So Zig Ziglar says, you can have anything you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want, right? You can have anything you want, but you first have to serve, and you first have to help. So sometimes the more successful of a person I'm around, the more I try to find what are the ways that I can give to this person? What are the ways that I can support them? What are the ways that I can empower them? I can help with what they're doing. I can honor them, and it'll really open things up. And this is, even as a passive investor, you'll find that this will really open up doors for you if you're able to really find a way to serve others. And so that's really our mission, at Bronson Equity, is to really empower investors to find, passive cash flow appreciation or tax benefits through investing in compelling communities like this one, or other investing options such as businesses or oil and gas or other deals as well. So this is really kind of sum it up what I've learned and talking with over 2,500 investors and really raising $45 million. It's just that it's really important. The power of relationships is incredibly valuable. It's not a solo sport. If you're investing by yourself, you don't talk with other people, you're going to make mistakes. You're not going to get basic information. You're not going to get deal flow that you could get if you worked with other people and found a way to do it. So Zig Ziglar, another quote from him, I love this guy. He said, true wealth isn't what you accumulate. He says, it's what you help others achieve. So it's not what you accumulate, it's what you help others achieve. Wanted to share this with you, this video that talks about the mistake most people make in their investing. Something I didn't really know. Check it out up here. It's a very compelling concept. And then if you haven't joined our investment club, check it out down below, the link down below. Go to bronsonequity.com. You can join. We can share our deals with you. We really can't share a lot of our deals with you because they're not public deals, and we'd love to be able to kind of keep you in the loop on that. But thanks for taking the time to educate yourself. We look forward to seeing you on the next video.